What's up, everyone? It's episode 15 of season 9 of Where's That Bar Cart? I'm one of your hosts, Nick Dury. Alongside me is.
Oh, hi, I'm Daryl Purvis.
La Cucaracha, I'm Monty Scott.
I think this is a first in the history of this podcast that we scheduled to start at 7 p.m. and we are starting at 7 goddamn p.m.
7 p.m. I got no time.
Coming in hot.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I had some, I got some bad health news.
Oh
Well, it's
no.
I believe I have a minor cold. I think that it's like it's hard to tell for sure, but I think that like, I'm not sure if it's sinus infection or some mild fatigue,
Oh,
and I'm feeling a little bit off. Like I'm gonna say only working at 87%, 88.
is that it?
Even worse.
Wow.
Yeah, at tops.
I know we're
I had
heading to
some.
the simulator in the morning. Is this going to affect you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what did affect me. We made some hamburgers. My wife and I. I made the hamburgers,
Perfect
and
cure
I'm like,
for
let's.
it, for the common cold, also.
I'm a bit cold. Made some hamburgers, air fried, legit. And so we're going to make going to going to make. I just asked her to make some Soda Stream. So we need
Uh-huh.
some Soda Stream because we drink 8 to 10 liters of Soda Stream a day.
Right.
So I was like, I need some. Could you get some? I she's making it. I'm eating the burger. I hear an explosion.
Oh no.
Um, she's lost control of the Soda Stream canister, and it's gone. And I'm like, what? What the fuck just happened? Soda Stream's canister's gone, and she picked it up. It's empty. And I'm like, what happened? And and I was like, she's like, I don't know. It's it exploded or whatever. I'm like, you didn't have your hands on it. I was like, she's like, no, I did. It was too much or whatever. And so 0 liters in the Soda Stream can. And I'm like, did it go in my shoes? Because my shoes are underneath the thing. 100% on my shoes. But I'm unable. I have to go barefoot tomorrow because I've lost both sets of shoes. Uh, Destroyed. Like I think it was in the top of my shoe was the 1 liter.
Oh my God.
I'm so
Yeah,
confused right now. I picture her making it and then the
yeah.
canister flying out and her, while she's holding it, her flying around the apartment.
No, no, no. Nothing as dramatic as that. Just exploded and went in its own direction. They went different ways.
What went? I don't understand. I made 6 bottles today on the Soda Stream.
Wow.
Never even did it cross my mind something could fly.
Well, I'd say it's exploded on me before. We were on a golf trip and they just heard me upstairs. I was like, ah, God, no! And it was a Soda Stream that exploded in my face. But I mean, it's just like, in fairness, it's only like being seltzer. It's like in the movie in a Looney Tunes. It's just a
Right.
face full of seltzer.
Did you
In,
just
in
buy
this,
this off of some discount website? And it's called Exploda Stream, not Soda Stream.
I
Hey,
got it.
look at this,
Yeah.
$39.99. I can get the Exploda Stream. It's just as good. The reviews say.
It explodes. And you know what's even crazier is I was like, what am I gonna do? I got to golf tomorrow. My shoes are wet. One, one pair of each shoe. So I'm like, I don't even have. I got to go Punky Brewster. I got to go with mismatched shoes, um, to the thing. And I was like, so I went to throw my shoe outside because I only had bare feet. So I went to throw my shoe outside to dry it. Possibly it hit some sort of embankment, went straight down into like a puddle, and I was like, fuck. And
Who in their right mind thinks in -1 degree weather
Yeah.
I'm going to throw my wet shoe out there to dry, as opposed to in here where it's probably 23 degrees?
No, it's out there now. But it was like we had. You know the crazy thing is, my neighbor, who I don't really see very often, I haven't seen them in months. I opened the door. There was this fiasco. I don't know. It was a back and forth between my wife and I. And I'm like, I don't even know what the hell's this has exploded. I threw the shoe. It hits the embankment. I'm like, fuck. Then I hear the gate open, and I'm like, somebody was just like, this maniac is throwing shoes around, screaming. 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
My
So I don't
God.
know. Yeah. I don't know if I should call. Is there a health line I should call? Because
I
I'm like, listen, I'm feeling a little under the weather, and now my shoe is wet.
I love that a shoe comes out of your apartment and your neighbor's like some maniac.
Yeah.
Not Monty is throwing shoes out of his apartment again.
And I was like, what a terrible throw. But I was under a lot of pressure. I'd already seen the thing explode, and I was just coming. I had a burger, probably half a burger in my mouth. I was, just a man, and I'm under the weather.
My God. So much information.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I was like, Jesus Christ! I had to lie down after. I lay down on the kitchen floor, just, just, just to relax myself. Let's try to relax. Go back to the burger. You got a podcast to do. Come on.
God.
I'm gonna go just way out of left field right now and go, can you not wear your golf shoes to the simulator tomorrow?
I don't know. Don't they tear them up? Are you allowed golf
No.
shoes in there?
Yes, of
No, that's what
course.
I'll be wearing.
Always wear golf
Really?
shoes. Yeah.
They don't have. There's not spiked.
Where do I get there? I gotta gauze my feet.
You could go Rocco mediate and just go barefoot.
I thought
Barefoot in the
Barefoot to
sim.
the
if you
Yeah.
could just find a way to aim your soda stream and just fly there.
Yeah, well, it would get you there. I tell you what, it would have got that shoe. It would have cleared the fucking apron that shoe. But I was just uncorked. I know how what do you call it? Eli Manning felt. Sometimes where you're just like, oh, just uncorked it too much, too
Mm,
high.
sure.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and just
Wow.
right into a puddle. And I'm just the what do you call it? The agony of defeat. Um, remember the remember the
Literally,
Wild
the
World of
agony
Sports?
of the feet is what's
Yeah, the
happening
agony of the
because you
feet.
have, yeah.
Just destroyed myself. Destroyed myself, and that's a peaceful man trying to eat dinner.
What would you have done if you had a show tonight?
Well, I don't know. Again, probably have to gauze my feet. And I'm like, listen, I guess I should bring up, guys. I've got gauzed feet. I can't help. I don't have an injury, but I am 10% under the weather. 11. And my feet are gauzed, but I guess I have no shoes.
It's good to hear you're feeling better because at the start of this podcast, you were 87%. Now we're at 89. So it's good
Up to
that
89.
we're perking
I
you
was-
up a
Yeah.
little bit.
I started heavier in case, just to let in case we had to do some bargaining. If you guys were like,
I
nah,
see.
I think you're a little bit more than that. And I'm like, all right, 89,
Mm,
not 100. So I did that was tumultuous. That happened just before the
wild.
podcast. I've been
And
doing nasal rinses because I think I might have a sinus infection,
oh
but I
no.
might not, and I don't know if nasal rinses help anyway. But it's all hearsay, really. Um,
Now,
and then
when you do your nasal rinse, do you use water from the soda stream? Are you bubbling it all up there?
oh, buddy, that's too much. That'll put you in the red line. That's when you got to get Kenny Loggins playing some. Welcome to the danger zone. Now you're in the danger zone. A man who's furiously trying to get rid of his sinus infection in the most non-medicinal way possible. Put some Epsom salts in there or whatever. I got some sea salt just for nasal rinses, just in case.
I see. Go. I
Yeah.
went to, as we mentioned last week, I did go to the simulator last week with Monty, and I took his bag out of the trunk, and there sat his golf shoes. And I was like, do you want those?" He's like, "Nah." So that was a choice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
of
now we
course.
know tomorrow he has the option. It's good he knows this.
Yeah.
It's true. I do have more shoes. I have a brand new pair of shoes in a closet, but I'm like, I gotta bust these up. I mean, I guess it's better than gauze.
It's funny how you buried that most important fact that you're not shoeless at all.
Exactly.
Well, no, those are my work-in shoes. I'm like, you can't bust out your auxiliary pair. That's not for now. Then I'm gonna
I,
be working like too many pairs of shoes.
I went to your store up in Scarborough the other day, SVP.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, I got a nice pair of Adidas for
is
$49.
that right?
Now
Wow.
you're
Yeah.
talking.
And I walked first day, I walked for 2 hours in those. Not a blister or anything. They're wonderful.
That's right. That's right, buddy. Did you do a little run around the track? They got a track in this place.
I never even noticed the track. It was a
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon, a lot of people.
Wow.
Yeah. I it wasn't what I was expecting for some reason. It was better.
Interesting. Interesting. Really?
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
thought it might be shifty, but no, it was fine. I mean, I was there when they first opened up. They had the track. What do you call it? I got a new pair of shoes. Ran as fast as I could. I think I did about 150 meters, fast as I could. Ran into some chick that was she was an employee. We I bought the shoes.
Are those shoes wet right now?
No, those shoes are not good. Like, you know what? If you wear them on ice, you're gonna die. No, zero
I was,
traction in those ones.
oh, I see. I see.
So I got rid of those, but they were decent shoes. They're decent for dry ground.
Hmm.
You know.
Speaking of walking on ice, I tried my hand at curling last
Oh
week for
yeah,
the
I
first
saw
time.
Oh,
videos.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Imi and I, lovely, hosted by Merv at his curling club. It was quite the time.
hey,
Tried it out the first three throws. Actually put the first one, I think, in the rings. But each time I tried, I just smashed my right knee into the ice. Like I couldn't figure out how to do the actual slide, and I've got a massive bruise on my knee. But all in all, it was a great night. It was fantastic. Hard
Nice.
sport, a lot of walking. You think
Yeah.
golf, there's a lot of walking. There's a lot of walking in curling, and it didn't help that the two females on our team decided not to sweep. So I was the only sweeper
Well,
with Merv.
it
So you're
was
going.
International Women's
That's
Day,
true. It
so
was.
yeah,
Yeah,
fair,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fair.
Fair.
they're done.
But
They're done sweeping.
a lot of kind of similarities to golf. Real precision sport, all about sort of timing and touch, and it was interesting. I could see, am I joining a curling club tomorrow? No, but in future years, I could see trying it out again. It's kind of an interesting sport.
Yeah, I would love to try it. I
Yeah,
mean, hiccup. Sorry for the hiccup there, guys, if you're listening.
that's quite all
But
right.
it's the perfect the complement to golf, right? Like that's
I would think so.
golf
Yeah.
courses, curling rinks. They go hand in hand.
Yeah. And
Used to be a
Daryl,
course
you
I
did
used to go
mention
to.
you have a good coach living with you,
I
potentially.
do. My
Diane was on there.
wife
Yeah.
was on the high school curling team in Alberta.
In Alberta, that's saying
Really?
something.
So yeah, that is say. I mean, she does come from a town of 200 people.
Well, sure,
So,
but still. Hey.
but yeah, yeah, she wants me to get out there to teach me, but
I
the
recommend it.
opportunities aren't as. I did a fundraiser at a curling club 2 weeks ago, but they had no ice. That was part of the fundraiser, I think.
Doing so
The,
terribly, so
They're saving
dusty.
up, saving up for ice.
we're so desperate. Let's bring in the comedians. God damn it.
Yeah,
Bring in the comedians.
blowing
They're
rotator cuffs, trying to throw your goddamn curling rock across the dust.
their machine broke. That the one that keeps the ice going.
Ah, I see.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that is sad.
yeah,
You tell them to switch it to shuffleboard. Just get the sawdust out.
Right.
yeah.
Hardwood floors.
They actually
I
do.
mean,
Speaking of shuffleboard, if you don't want to do the traditional sort of throw, I don't know if that's exactly what it's called. Sorry, Murph. You can actually have like a stick that hooks onto the rock
Yes.
like a shuffleboard, and you can
Mhm.
walk up to the line where you throw it and spin it and do your thing. So you don't actually have to crouch
that's
down and
for
throw
old
it.
people. For
No,
older
Imi did
people,
it. Imi did it, and she loved it. So it's not just for older people; it's for basically anybody.
like you say, anybody doing that with like a long, what do you call that? A lunge on ice as you
Right.
slide to try to throw a rock is like, as I think of that, it's horrifying.
It is
If you,
horrifying. You're thinking
yeah,
of so
yeah.
many things. So many
Mhm.
things.
I would just be thinking of the infirmary.
Right.
Like, am I going to walk? Am I going to walk again?
Yeah, my knee is
You know,
87% healthy right now.
you could, yeah,
Just for
just for
bagging
the
it.
buddy. Oh yeah, that I could. I did it. They taught us in high school. They took us to one in high school. I
Just
was
one.
san sanctioned for profanity, but otherwise I was. Um, it's
I'm sorry. Did you just say you were sanctioned for profanity? I like how you just skipped right over that.
I've had like surprising amount of sanctions for profanity. I got a yellow card in soccer just for swearing. And but he's like, "I'm gonna give you a red card when you stop." And I was like, I said something, I said more, but then he was like, "Please." I'm like, I'm trying everything. I'm giving
I'm
her all she got,
trying
Cap.
everything. How old were you?
Yeah, 4-year-old
I
Monty
was
Scott.
no. I was like 25 years old. I was
Oh,
playing.
Jesus.
It was a men's soccer. I don't know. I was yelling about something. I was just yelling. I was yelling too much. Because soccer gets me really riled up because it's so hot.
It is. It can be, sure.
I become irate when I'm running in the sun. It's just it
Hmm.
gets me going.
Right.
So I think it was part of it. But I mean, and then I was just kind of yelling too much, I guess.
Huh.
Just too much
Wow.
yelling, too much profanity, apparently. But I thought it was incidental. Apparently they're like, no, you can't just be saying anything. And I'm like, well, it's you know,
Were you just swearing like at random things like you do in golf? Or were you swearing at a person or at the ref? Like, because,
Just full Tourette's,
yeah,
just going out there. Just
shit, cock, fuck.
it's like say I was playing midfield and the ball was going, and I was like, slide tackle that motherfucker, and just, like, I was not involved in the play, and I was like, yeah, you got it, you son of a bitch, kick that motherfucker, and like I was just. It's like
Oh,
irate commentary. The only time I wasn't swearing is when I had the ball because I was like I probably had to concentrate on the ball at the time I had it. But then as soon as I was out of the play, I was just fucking swearing
oh
about
my God.
either complimentary swearing like get that motherfucker in or get that motherfucker or something something
those are
like
those are just part of the game. Necessary swears. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
exactly.
it's just
Yeah.
I was emotionally invested in the game. The sun was beating down on me, and I was confused. I was confused. I was angry. I was like, why do I have to run so much? I was like, so much running.
Just the
Now,
perfect storm
were
for
you
a
like this in
profane. Yeah.
hockey, or because it was nice and cool?
No,
You're
it's cool. I was crazy at tennis too. Crazy. I was just like, I was the Mexican McEnroe. I was always known as that. That I would throw my racket on the lawn bowling courts like every game.
I can't figure out if calling himself the Mexican McEnroe is racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Or a compliment to Monty or an insult to McEnroe.
There's like a little bit of everything, I guess. Yeah, even to be. But man, I would. What I'm saying, I throw it like 100 meters into the lawn bowl courts. Just I was always because a big fence. It was like a green monster fence. I would just throw my racket over the thing. Yeah, it was like a somewhat unhinged.
Huh.
But I mean, I'm better now in the sun. But back in I was always like, why would, and I would start yelling about, oh, why are we playing at noon?
Right.
That would be some
High
form of
noon.
profanity.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
high
I'm like,
noon.
why the fuck are we playing at noon? At some point, I would be yelling. Just yeah, just irate.
It's
Uh,
it's a good thing you grew up in Canada and
Yeah.
not Guyana, because I can't
Oh
even
my
just
God.
walking down the street just full on swearing.
true.
6 months
Oh
of
yeah, I'd be like,
reprieve.
God damn it, it's hot. Yeah, oh, yeah. How
Slide
goddamn
tackle
hot!
that son. Slide tackle it.
Shut up about the chutney. It's hot as a son of a bitch.
I can't eat more doubles for God's sakes.
Fuck the doubles, you son of a bitch.
Don't put that lima call on me. It burns. It's so hot.
I'm goddamn hot. Yeah, so
Oh
it's
boy.
trying times. Like I say, I'm better now, but I haven't played at noon in a while. I don't like it. Yeah, so goddamn hot. But that is how I play tennis to this day, where I'm aggravated that you're making me run more. I can't believe you just didn't give up. You know,
Right.
I expect to win in straight points. Otherwise, I'm aggravated. Because I'm like, why would you make me run, extra? I'm like, yeah, I only got 1 point. I'm like, yeah, yeah, just pissed.
Wild.
But as I said,
No, go ahead.
I don't know. I was saying I might have been a little under the weather during those games as well.
I see. I want to talk about
You
the
don't know.
concept of anchoring. You guys ever heard this concept as it relates to golf? Anchoring?
Oh,
You,
no.
Okay.
you,
So,
you mean
uh,
gravitationally, like for your feet?
no. So Akshay Bhatia just won the Arnold Palmer in a playoff. Very exciting tournament last weekend. Are you guys familiar with Akshay Bhatia? He plays in
Hmm.
TGL sometimes.
I saw
Left-handed
some of the
player,
tournament.
young guy. What's that?
I saw some of the tournament.
Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic.
Nice.
Won in sudden death. It was compelling. But he uses a long putter. right? So he's got like a one hand up here and another hand down there, and that's what he putts with. And ever since he won, I've seen a bunch of articles accusing him of anchoring. So the concept of anchoring in golf is attaching or adhering, I guess, part of the golf club to some part of your body. So if you remember back in
Right.
the 90s, actually, I think I read this, the concept of a belly putter actually came out in the 60s. And then they got really big in, I think, the 90s, belly putters, where you would actually literally stick the end of it in your belly button, and that would anchor the club to your body, right?
Whoa.
And they figured this was like, this is wrong. This is, and I think I read Keegan Bradley won the first ever event by anchoring the putter, and people were like up in arms. And so they banned anchoring entirely. So you're not allowed to anchor. So Akshay putts with a long putter and he holds it up here and then he putts. And people are going through and being like, look, he's anchoring, he's anchoring. And it's like, no, he's not. You can clearly see no part of that putter is actually touching his body. And I can't help but think, sorry, but like he's a brown guy, even though he's American. He's a brown guy who won an event, and people are completely dissecting and saying this is illegitimate. And I think if Scotty Scheffler putted with a long putter, no one would say a fucking word, and it's ridiculous and preposterous.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 99.4% of that is probably right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we always complain about Monty anchoring. He's
Exactly.
the closest we have to a
Yeah.
brown friend.
I get browner as the summer goes on, and the more flack I take as it
And
goes
the
on.
more swearing as the summer goes on too,
Exactly.
because of the
Yeah,
heat.
the hotter it gets.
Yeah, it gets hotter. But I tell you what, you get me like get me in March, get me in late February. Never hear any flack about my anchoring. Then you get me into
That's
you
right.
get
I
me
would say
into
that
like
starts in November, maybe December, January, February.
yeah, that's when the anchoring. Well, listen, I've said this. I've said it the whole way. If you're gonna belly anchor, you got to wear a crop top. Period. End of
It's
story.
got to be skin to skin, is what you're saying. Putter grip to skin.
Yeah, and you can't be pulling up your shirt. You need a goddamn crop top. What are we doing? And in his case, what's his name there?
Akshay Bhatia.
Akshay. I was gonna say Akshay, but I'm like that. I'm gonna get caught for being racist
Nope,
because his name wouldn't be Akshay, but it is Akshay.
it is Akshay.
Um, what do you call it? I'm gonna say it doesn't have to be leather, but like a vest,
Like an open
a
vest.
little vest. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
right.
gonna do it on your sternum, a little vest.
I see.
I
Open
want to
that chest
know
up.
what was going on in the 90s that so many players had such big belly buttons that they could put their
Oh,
putters in there.
that's true.
That's a
Yeah.
crazy.
Were they like widening their belly buttons like people use like things in their ears to like put those wide earrings in?
Yeah, it's the same shots
Interesting.
there the ski jumpers were using on their penises. They were putting them in their belly buttons.
They were blatantly fatter. That's for sure. They were ready. They were ready for that.
I
They
mean,
weren't fit.
we were probably a few months away from people using like pegging with their putters, just putting it up their butts, anchoring
We're
it
like,
in their
listen.
butts.
Yeah, that's. I'd be like, yeah, come on, this is too. Well, it'd be like hard to argue. Different
Yeah,
lifestyle.
yeah. Me calling up the PGA because fucking Ian Woosnam's pegging.
Hanging himself with a
He's
pistol
clearly
grip putter.
pegging everybody. I can
Yeah.
see it. And then there's an
Come on,
argument:
he's
is he or
pegging.
isn't he?
I'm curious with the racism. Oh, you know what I saw today in the Players Championship?
What's that?
What's his? I think I saw a Sri Lankan. Um, uh, other than um, other than
VJ?
Vijay Singh. Uh,
Sahith Tagala?
yeah, Thagala. That guy has got to be Sri Lankan, no?
Well, he's American. Like he was born in America. I believe he's of Indian descent. I believe. I could be wrong on that.
Well, I mean, you could argue the Sri Lankans are of Indian descent. I mean,
Well, we don't
where
have to
did it
get
all
into
start?
politics.
Yeah, I don't think the Sri Lankans are arguing that it all started there and they moved to India, but I don't know.
Right.
Who's to say?
Who's to
All I
say?
know is I don't think he was anchoring.
He is of Telugu descent.
What?
His
Explain,
family
please.
came to the United States from Telangana, India.
Okay.
I've never heard the
I've
word
never heard
Telugu.
Telugu.
Yeah. Indian
Okay.
immigrants.
Hmm.
Okay.
But he was born in 1997 in Orange County, California.
Jesus, I was
Yeah.
already 25.
Uh-huh. Yep.
1997.
1997 he was born.
I was just
Yeah.
graduating from university.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Hadn't even
I've been
started
working
pegging on
for
the
like
golf course yet. Not even once.
I'd almost retired. I was like I was what do you call it? I think I've been working for 15, 18 years.
How many potatoes do you think you had peeled by 1997?
Oh my God. Who is to even say? You talking anchored or you just talking regular? Because
Just
I used to
regular.
anchor those guys. Yeah, just regular El Dante. Um, yeah, God and Christ knows. I mean, who are we to even say? I was excited about. I like the Sawgrass. I happened to catch it on
Oh, you
TV.
like TPC? Yep.
Yeah, and then I looked on the box and I could only get it in French, which I prefer it in another language than English.
Interesting.
Um, what leads me to my thoughts. You know what I mean? It makes me feel continental. You know,
While you're eating a burger and there's soda streams bursting behind you.
somebody's just exploded a soda stream into my shoes. Like
Bringing
not
out
my
your shoes.
shoes.
Yeah. So
Oh,
continental, this guy.
So continental.
he is so
Which guy?
continental.
The guy throwing his shoes into a bank? That guy. So
Sacre
continental.
bleu.
But were you excited when you thought that a Sri Lankan had joined the tour, Monty? We know your feelings about the Sri
Yes,
Lankans.
I am. You guys can tell I'm rooting for Sri Lankans to be on.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for, one of these days we could have 8 to 10 Sri Lankans on the tour without any trouble. I'd like to see,
For,
you know,
for sure the hardest working player on the PGA Tour.
Oh yeah.
hardest working player.
He's
Guys
playing well caddying for 5 or 6 guys. Same time.
working a shift at his restaurant before he comes out, and I'm like,
Driving the bar cart.
yeah. He, he also fixed. He also fixed Scheffler's. Has also fixed Scheffler's car today. It's like he actually changed his brakes. Yeah. There's nothing they can't do, and I'm saying PGA is coming soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's why I saw him and I was like, oh man, the Sri Lankans are here. I was like, so any of you Sri Lankans out there, that's just can't wait. I'm excited. I've got my I got various merch lined up with a Sri Lankan printer
It would be
for when it goes
amazing
down. Yeah.
if that's how this podcast became uber popular as we exploded in Sri Lanka as like the number one golf podcast in Sri
Oh,
Lanka.
buddy.
Oh,
Top
I
of the
don't
Sri
see
Lankan
why
charts.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, would go there. It would just be, we'll go there and take a ferry and hope it doesn't fucking sink. I'm like, oh God, why? Why did we pick kryptonite to the goddamn Sri Lankans as their ferries? They, what they
I don't
don't,
think as many
yeah.
casual insults as you've given the Sri Lankan people and their infrastructure is necessarily going to get us to where we want to be.
yeah.
I don't know if it's yeah. Well, I mean, listen, call me a liar, but you take one of those ferries. You tell me tell me what you think. Listen, I'm not out here slandering people for Christ's sake.
We're
Just,
already top 5 podcasts in Point Bluff, Iowa.
That's right.
No reason. It's a natural
Council Bluffs.
Council Bluff. Sorry,
Council
it's a
Bluffs.
natural progression.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, there's a decent chance that's a Sri Lankan person. Still, you know what I mean? It's like, listen, they're around. Yeah, they're in Council Bluffs. Why not?
We had maybe the biggest win in Canadian baseball history. Might as well talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Last evening. That was or yesterday
Well,
afternoon, I guess.
By the time this comes out, they could well be done. But
Yeah, but
but
imagine.
it was nice.
But
Yeah.
imagine. But just
Beating
imagine
Cuba.
what we just went through with the Olympics and the
Hockey.
gold medal game, and the U.S. has already lost to Italy,
Yeah.
possibly because their coach thought they were already in, so he put
Yeah,
a
they
subpar
didn't
lineup,
understand.
which is
Yeah, yeah,
amazing. He
yeah.
didn't realize till after the game. Did you hear that, Monty?
We should
No,
we should try to
that's
convince
amazing.
them that they're already in the semifinals.
Exactly. The U.S. manager thought that they had already secured a playoff berth. So they went and played Italy, and he was like, this is Italy. Let's just put out the scrubs. So we put out like a subpar team,
Well,
and they
I
got,
mean, the scrubs are still
I know, still.
major leaguers,
Of course.
stars. It's
Yeah.
not really scrubs.
And then they lose to Italy 8-6, and he didn't realize till after the game they weren't actually through to the next round.
that is amazing. And so they were eliminated.
No,
They're
they
not
play
eliminated.
Canada
They made
next.
it. They made it through. They're playing Canada tomorrow night.
This is
But
Canada's reward for
that's what I
winning
was
their
saying.
group is that now they
Yeah.
have to play the US.
But I think though Canada beating the US tomorrow night would be bigger than the US beating Canada at hockey.
No, no,
You
I
don't think so?
disagree.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no.
Come
I
on.
Well, I
think
mean, yeah.
in that the Olympics is a much. You
Of
can go to a
course.
casual baseball fan right now and go, "Have you been watching the World Baseball Classic?" And they'll go,
Sure.
What is that?"
Right. Yeah, no, I'm
Whereas you
just
can't go
saying
to a casual hockey player and go, have you been watching any of the Olympics?" They're gonna go,
I know.
"No,"
I'm just
but it would be a
saying
nice payback.
from a upset perspective. That the fact that
Yeah,
we've never
Yeah,
even been
yeah.
out of like the pool round, it would
In
be
fairness, though,
unbelievable.
there has been some bad management decisions. I
Sure.
remember a few tournaments ago, Canada won their first game, and I can't remember who the pitcher was, but they saved their best pitcher for like the next round
Oh,
instead of pitching the second game,
right.
and then they lost and got knocked out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They've
right,
done
right,
things
right.
like that. Like you're like, what are you
It's a
doing?
tough one.
So you take your best pitcher, you worry about the next game when you get there.
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't
yeah,
know if
no,
this
it'd
is
be
going to be
great.
I don't know if it's going to be a plus or minus for the game, but the U.S. team might be thrown off that their coach has been promoted to the Department of Defense. They immediately moved him into the Department of Defense, and so I'm like, listen, we like your moves. We
Yeah,
like your moves. You don't know what day it is. Neither does my mom. So
yeah.
what?
He's like the war in Iran's already won.
Yeah,
We are good.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Are you guys sure we're taking out all the boats? I'm like, we don't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
boats where we're going. I'm like, where are you going?
And I don't know if you saw Monty. Are you watching the World Baseball Classic at all? Are you invested?
No, no, no. I was unaware of it. I was really what do you call what do you call it? I was scrutinizing who's the Sri Lankans on the PGA.
Right, right.
Really
Yeah.
took up a lot of my attention.
Of course. But the teams, this is a common thing now in baseball. When you hit a home run, you have some sort of a ritual that you do. So the Jays put on that jacket, if someone hits a home run, and all the teams have this ritual. But the Italian team has an espresso machine in the dugout. So you hit a home run and then you do a shot of espresso and then your number goes on the espresso machine. They have stickers of all the numbers of all the players and it goes on the espresso machine. I loved
I
it.
listen. I got nothing but time for that. That's fantastic. I mean, I would suggest the Canadian team, if they're familiar with the Soda Stream, they could try exploding a Soda Stream into probably the next guy up's shoes or whatever, and be like, "Hey, listen, see how that like everyone's shoes were off." And be like, hey, "Well, unfortunately, we lost the Soda Stream."
And the game because none of our
Yeah.
players had actual
Yeah.
shoes to
They
wear.
all had gauze.
Out of
There was no
shoes.
spikes. They had
Why,
Yeah,
gauze.
why
yeah.
the outfielders slipping around on the grass so badly? Well, their feet are soaked with soda stream, and they're not wearing
Yeah,
their spikes.
yeah. We were using an office water, a water machine size fucking Soda Stream exploded. That's 4 or 5 gallons of water. Our shoes are destroyed.
Maybe just it'd be nice to see them shotgun a beer after
Yeah.
hitting home run. That'd be
Oh, that'd be
nice.
great.
You know what?
We're like,
We overlooked this. The best Canadian player isn't even playing for Canada this year. It's Flatty. Why? Think
well,
about that.
yeah, that's true. That's that's touchy. That's a touchy subject, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess Vlad, you could say he should be playing for Canada, but
Well,
he wants to play for DR, and
I don't
that's
think he's
okay.
played many
Oh,
games in Canada before he played for the
No,
Blue Jays.
that's true.
yeah. And he didn't speak English when he got here.
Well, he spoke English.
That's a
He just didn't want to do it in an interview. But if the weird thing
okay.
was,
So
if he did
yeah,
interviews on American television, he would do them himself without the translator.
Mm,
But then on Canadian television, he would do them with a translator, which I
interesting.
found very odd.
That is odd.
maybe he was aware of our literacy levels.
Yeah, that's probably. He's like
Um,
Mm.
Americans.
he's
Americans
yeah,
love immigrants.
yeah. I'll say I'll just see if these guys will get this or not. Um, let's just go with it. Isn't the U.S. famous for putting subtitles on people with accents for kicks?
I don't think just for kicks, just for
like,
understanding.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like also, I don't know if they do it to the Southern people or the people with other unusual accents, but
mm,
um, it happens.
mm,
I've seen it.
I guess so.
Well,
Anyway,
I got some news for you guys.
okay.
Okay, here we
Um,
go.
a little something, Daryl. You're going to see this tomorrow.
What is this? Oh my God.
This is the yeah. This is the
You bringing a ball retriever to the simulator? What is this?
What is
no.
this?
Yeah, this is
Is this a swing aid?
what do you call?
Because it's got the
It's a swing.
grip.
It's a swing aid. It's got a grip. It's the tempo.
Oh, is this
What do you call
and
this?
so when you swing it, that ball comes out?
The
Or it's
ball
not
comes
supposed to
out.
come out? Like what is the
It comes out
ideal?
when you're at the idea is like if you're at the strike point, the ball will come out. Otherwise, you're
Monty's got a swing
yeah,
aid.
like a yeah,
Holy
it's a
cow.
tempo. What the hell do you call this? It's a tempo master of tempos. It's and
Wow.
then it gives you a little grip. For a neutral grip. I looked it up, so I'm like, I don't know uh if it's any help. I bought it off Temu though, and these
T-Boo.
people are cool. Is that what they call them, Temu?
T-Boo?
Uh,
Timu makes more sense than T-Boo, who I think was the guy from Major League who hit the big home run.
yeah, I told what do you call it? But he followed Jobu. Um, so like, should we have the god the same as the guy's name? He's like, he's Tibu. Jobu is the guy who follows. Like, I'll do it myself, Jobu. That's what I'm saying with this thing. That's
And
for the tell
And
purpose.
Jovu is a
Yeah,
comedian who just got married, so it all comes full circle.
it comes full circle. I don't know. You know what I meant. You know what I found as I took some swings with this. If you don't if your tempo isn't right, I don't know what you're doing with a golf club because every swing I took it was more or less. I don't know what it would be teaching me. That's kind of how I swing because I mean
Hmm,
like you're trying to hit a ball. You know where the ball is.
sure.
It seems like if you're even remotely trying to have your swing be full there, it would come out. Like it
Right.
would baffle me if anybody who's ever played golf used this and it's just it never came out in the right place ever.
Right.
So I don't know how much it'll help tempo wise. I think it'll help my grip because I like.
Uh does it feel forced at all with your grip or is it okay? Like it's not
No, it's a little bit close to what my grip was is.
okay.
You
Interesting.
know, it's kind of gives you
Wow.
a.
That's a kind of a weird grip. I don't understand. Is that really
It's
teaching
Well,
you where your
the
feet
idea
hands are
that
supposed to be?
yeah.
the V's are where your hands are supposed to be, like
Okay.
The V on your hand
If
Well,
you
that you're
everybody,
put
pointing at.
tune in next week when we have a report after the
oh
simulator
yeah.
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
yeah. What do you call it? Man leaves the stretcher after his Timu tempo stick explodes. Like, oh God, why?
Why T-Boo?
Yes,
We're
you fucked me, Timu.
we're lucky your wife didn't make the soda stream above your pant
Oh
drawer.
my God.
It'd be
Just bottomless from the camo
Oh
shirt down
God.
tomorrow.
Oh, don't get me wrong, the pants are dry, but I just
Yeah.
didn't want to wear them out of principle.
Underwear was perfectly
Oh,
fine, but
leaving pantsless on the stretcher. What a series of events, Timu.
this is serious,
Yeah,
man. You with a swing
yeah,
aid. This
Yeah.
is your
yeah.
you said you claimed last week you were going to get to scratch this year and you're taking that very seriously.
Oh yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking it seriously.
Wow, look at
And
that.
then this thing is yeah, yeah. It looks like a sex aid of some sort, really. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's
What you guys do in
it's
the privacy
yeah,
Yeah.
your own home.
of
Like,
your
yeah.
soda stream is your own thing.
What do you call it? It's been the police have been called 8 different times for sexual issues,
Yeah.
not
We were
not for domestic. Well, it was domestic, and then it was
yeah.
domestic
It
sexual explosions.
it started by dozens of shoes kept being thrown out of an apartment.
Fuck this!
They had sex over Monty's shoes, and now all his shoes are too wet.
The shoes are too wet. What am I gonna do now, Timu?
Let's stop doing it in the vestibule.
Oh God! Oh God! No!
Where have you stuck her with the soda stream that she's over your shoes? Is the weird question. Mine's beside the sink. I don't understand why yours is over the shoes.
She had the nerve to be when I was like, "Oh my God, my shoes!" And she's like, after telling me it did not go in my shoes, I 100% of it went in my shoes. She's like, no, I didn't go to your shoes. And I came over and I was like, oh my God, my shoes. And she's like, well, that's why I don't put my shoes there. And I'm like, what a victim blamer. This is unbelievable.
I don't understand this scenario.
It makes no sense. I'm with you,
The soda
Daryl.
stream is near my shoes.
Why? Why? Where are you keeping your shoes? In the oven?
never-
I don't understand.
I never thought to separate them specifically. I'm like, listen, you're gonna need those shoes if you're smart. You're not gonna keep them next to Sodom Street. That's where you keep your shoes.
What if there's an
Okay.
emergency? You're keeping your shoes under the soda stream? What if there's an emergency?
Well, this was an emergency. If I could explode on my shoes, destroyed. What
My
a,
gosh.
I guess that's like a. You never know what you're gonna get in life. Every day's a different adventure. Sometimes your shoes are exploded. Carbonated water all over your shoes, destroyed.
Some lessons
every-
you just got to learn the hard way, right, buddy?
Yeah, like
Everything go
Yeah.
bus.
Everything go on.
everything bus. Why? Why, Timu? Yeah, it's been and I said, I mean, listen, if I'm only going to be 11% off all day, no problem. If that's and I'm like, and then, you think, hey, listen, what's the worst could happen? You're going to be 11%. What's the big deal? And I'm like, look at my shoes.
I don't recommend doing any of those nasal flushes over your shoes either, buddy, because that's just
I'm
gonna
like,
that's gonna be bad.
yeah. Oh, that's terrible. You can't play golf properly in salted shoes. If I'm like
Saline shoes.
No, you don't worry about Monty. He's doing that over the toaster.
oh God. I didn't know electricity could travel in flying water. I burned my nose. What about my nose, Timu? Yeah, it's just. Well, like I say, look, as much as every day's a gift.
How did we get to that?
When are you gonna say?
My cheeks hurt. I'm not even joking.
Oh my god.
Confusing. Some days more confusing than others, but they're all a gift.
Oh,
Ooh, wow.
yeah.
I'm
that's
tearing
something
up.
else.
I'm tearing
Something
up.
else.
I'm getting emotional.
I'll tell you, if we're gonna try to get Monty off this subject.
Please. Please, God.
I've been watching a lot of golf videos. I'm a full on,
Oh.
yeah, a lot of Bryan brothers. To the point, I honestly thought it was going to be sunny and warm out.
Oh.
Because everything's golf, it's summer, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a beautiful day out.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Let's go golfing. I want to go golfing.
Let's go. Thoughts
buddy,
on the
now
Bryan
we're getting
brothers?
fired up.
Obviously.
Thoughts on the
one-
Bryan brothers. I gotta say something I noticed today that I was like, because I always, if you don't know who the Bryan brothers are, one's a PGA player,
Yep.
the other is his brother.
One
But
is
his
now
brother's
banned.
very good.
One is now
What?
banned from the PGA.
What? What's
Yep.
that story?
He's banned from the PGA because he played in like a influencer event on YouTube, and if you're a member of the PGA, you're not allowed to play in any other events. So there's this
You're
whole
allowed to play
thing
in a
about
couple, right? But did he go over the limit or something?
I don't maybe, but there's this whole free. Is it Wesley or George?
Yeah, it would be Wesley because he's the
Wesley,
PGA
Wesley.
player. George
Right.
is
Um,
just as good as him, but he's not.
Yeah,
mentally
there's this
stable,
whole
honestly.
movement around free Wesley and let him back on the PGA Tour. Wesley also, I think, set the record on the PGA Tour for the fastest round ever.
Really?
He had no partner. He was going off by himself, so he thought, I'm going to play. And I think he played in, I'm going to get this wrong. I think it was 90 minutes. He played
Oh,
an
wow.
entire round of golf with no one in front of him in 90 minutes.
Hmm.
Anyway, sorry
That's
to interrupt.
that's amazing.
Brian,
No. I mean, it's fun to watch. I watch a lot. I think when they have their friend on, who has his own YouTube channels that's close to 1 million subscribers,
Oh, Grant Horvath?
Grant Horvat,
Yeah.
they're a lot more animated. Because if
Yes.
it was just the
Yeah,
two
yeah,
of them,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, God Almighty, this is boring. But now I'm like, okay, you got to watch them with Grant Horvat because
Right.
now they're laughing and joking and fooling around a bit. So
And they
yeah, it's
play
way
like
more
cheap.
watchable.
They play cheap courses
They'll
too, which
play
is
the
kind of
cheapest
cool.
courses, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
I'm now into their trying to make the cuts on major courses
Right.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
But I've always been the Wesley's a dick. George
Sure.
is
Yeah.
the poor brother who's always been in his shadow. And then every once in a while, you just see George kind of not realize he's on camera, and you go, "Oh no,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah,
no!
yeah.
You're a piece of shit."
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
now
yeah,
that's what I'm watching for. I'm like, oh, when are they gonna let the
yeah.
curtain slide a little bit? And you go, oh, there you go. Because there was one I was watching one today, and they had caddies, and the caddy handed him his putter, and he took the putter cover off, and the caddy put his hand out to grab the putter cover from him, and he just threw it on the ground
Jesus
in front of
Christ.
his caddy, and I was like, you didn't just do
Dick.
that,
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
just,
right.
and it wasn't like, like
Yeah, that's brutal.
you know, it wasn't like after a bad shot, it was just like
Right.
you know what I mean? It was like you picked
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah,
weird
yeah.
to watch, and
Wow.
I was like, wow, that was really disturbing. But he didn't even
Jesus.
know he did it. I'm guaranteed they put that up and he watched it. And he didn't even realize.
Yeah, right.
But if you're watching it, and I'm like, okay, I see you. I
Yeah.
see you. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
but
that's
no,
a
it's
super
it's
dick move.
yeah, it's still, I don't know. It's just nice to watch golf.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm excited to get out there. I'm excited to miss putts. I'm excited to get out there, put it from one sand trap to another.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um, excited to get out there, probably hit a bird out of the sky.
Right.
Um,
Take a
yeah, or
bogey. Take a bogey on every hole.
right, rock it up for a bogey, and then I throw my head cover down in front of my caddy like a dick. I guarantee you, I would talk so much crazy shit to my caddy that by the end he'd be like, "This guy is mentally
Oh,
unhinged." And
you'd get a yellow
yeah,
card on the golf course. You'd be the first to get a
well, for
yellow
sure.
card there.
But if you give me a caddy, I'll probably cry twice on the course. They'd be like, "What the hell's
Yeah.
even going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. This guy's taking it to Liberace type drama at this point. I don't even know
Yeah.
what is happening."
First
I
of all, you're wearing
guarantee.
a vest. You're
Yeah.
anchoring your putter in your chest and you're wearing a vest and you've been
Yeah.
swearing profusely all day long.
I'll tell you this though. I'll guarantee if Monty had a caddy, Sri Lankan for sure.
Oh my
Oh, for
God, you
sure,
kidding
Sri
me?
Lankan. Yeah.
Just slipping me mutton rolls, and we're just laughing, talking to Sri Lankan really fast, or we're just speaking in English super fast. And I'm like, yeah, man, it'll be perfect. It'll be the best day. Both of us not scared of the sun. He'll be trying to talk me through the sun. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, no, I think it's getting weaker. I'm like, I don't. It's not getting weaker. I'm like, it's noon, the witching hour.
The witching hour.
Somehow we only have 3 episodes of this podcast left before the end of this season.
We did
That is
discuss a
wild.
possible bonus
There
episode
might be, yeah,
because
unofficially a
we
bonus.
end right before the Masters, and
We sure do.
we've
Yeah,
been
duly
yelled at
planned.
before for
Yeah.
not being around during majors.
There cannot
Yeah.
not be a major pain for this year's Masters. There has to be a
Oh
major
yeah,
pain.
Yeah,
gotta be,
yeah.
gotta
And
be. Well, listen,
if I'm gonna drag my equipment to England,
Yep.
we should probably do some episodes because nothing
Oh,
annoys me
absolutely.
more than overpacking.
oh my God,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
how are you gonna do it? You gonna chop them up, put them in a suitcase?
No, I don't bring a suitcase. I don't even own. Well, I own a suitcase, but it sits in storage. I only do carry on, Monty. So
Carry like a.
every little bit drives me nuts. It's a stressful. You haven't seen anybody stress out about packing like I do.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, usually I would take carry on, but I thought you were going full Jack Reacher, like just one shirt, clean the shirt every day.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, just go. I'm like, well, yeah. What did I bring? What did you bring? I
See,
brought this shirt.
I'm of the belief that when you go on a long trip, very few people are going to see you twice.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You know
huge
what I
makes
mean?
sense. Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's no reason to bring a bunch of shirts and a bunch of pants.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
So three
Well, I don't know.
t-shirts,
Yeah.
couple of shirts for shows. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense in theory, but I tell you what, I tried that in practice. I decided I was going to spin kick everyone I saw in Guyana, and they were there. They were there after. They came after me.
That's your own fault. They go out looking
Yeah,
for the guy spin kicking them.
that's right.
Well, I guess it makes you more memorable.
Yep.
Word to the
Yeah, it
wise.
sure does.
Add a little
Uh,
pizzazz to your act.
yeah. But yeah, a few more episodes left to this season, and then we've got just a action-packed spring with Daryl's travels to the UK and to Europe, Monty's training tool. We've got obviously our PEI trip that we're gonna figure out how to capture and report back on. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Thank you to Comedy Records as always for the support and the channel pushes. Thank you for, yeah, subscribe, send it out. I don't know. Tell someone, leave a review, rate it, something.
Follow us individually
Follow
on
us.
social media. Follow
Yep.
us on social media.
I won't say this officially, but I'm doing some things on Instagram with a certain golf brand. Follow it
I
if
see.
you want some
You could. Why
discounts.
can't you say it? Give
I
them a
can say
little
it.
push.
Fortra. Fortra.com is a
Yep.
Canadian golf brand who does awesome golf accessories, and I'm doing some work with them just to promote their brand. And so, if you want to support a Canadian company, if you're from Alberta, if you're from Saskatchewan, if you're from Manitoba, they've got amazing head covers. There's more coming out, I've been told. So stay tuned. But awesome stuff. So yeah, follow me and use the code capitalized Nick Dury, one word, for 10% off anything at Fortra.
And I'm working with a new golf company called Foreskin, and that's golfers who still have their foreskin.
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah.
dedicated to mostly me and Europeans,
Yeah, a dying
and
breed. A dying breed.
we're alive and well.
Yeah,
We're coming on strong,
sure.
and so follow us on
Yeah.
social
Everything
media.
lowercase, not
Yeah,
uppercase.
hmm yeah. Everything 100% off right now. Actually, 100% on is what the problem is. But yeah, so follow me,
Yeah.
foreskin.com.
Yeah. Monty, anything to promote?
Nothing that I have had my foreskin laminated, and I have it along with my comic books. So if anyone's interested, for some
I
interesting trades, um,
I heard your wife got your foreskin very wet with the soda stream.
yeah, I thought it spoiled it, but it's come back to life actually. That foreskin could go right back on.
This was a bananas episode, and I fucking loved it. This was awesome.
I
Well
thought
done.
this was pretty normal.
Thank you.
Emu or Timo?
Is what the late Henry Longhurst used to call the tradesman's entrance. Now, you know, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes in the side, only if it goes in the back.
She can hit it, although it looks like it's strongly uphill, it's really